Hey everyone, I need to stop hitting the table because it's always moving the camera here. But bear with me. I mean, this is the first time I'm doing videos, and I'm hoping it's going to turn out somewhat decent so I can help you guys out with what I've been learning. So I've been getting really interested into 3D printing, and it's all having to do with Mr. Barnacules from Barnacules Nerdgasm here, and I'll link his channel down in the description so you can check him out. He's a really nice guy. But he got me really interested in 3D printing. And I've owned a CNC machine for quite some time now, which really hasn't been used a lot due to the fact that its spindle makes a heck of a lot of noise, and I don't own a garage, so well, in here is about the only place I can put it. And I'll show you the machine in a minute. So this is just going to be an introductory video. I'm going to show you a bit of what I've got and what the plans are so you can see where we're going at. If you're thinking this is going to be an easy and cheap way of getting a 3D printer, it's not. Please stop watching and refer to one of the rep kits you can get out there. I mean, buying the electronics and all the components you need to build your own and design your own machine is equally expensive and way more time consuming than just going out and buying a rep kit and starting from there. Now, why I didn't choose for a rep kit is because I already own quite a bit of the frame, as well as reps are good for getting into 3D printing. But after a while, the cheap reps, they have very unstable frames. They are cheap reps, and if you want to get into more expensive machines like MakerBots and Ultimakers, you do spend up to $2 grand for a machine. I think it's just a bit too expensive for me. Well, for a 3D printer, of course, I've got a lot more stuff where I can put that money in better audio, of course, as you can probably hear, and I'll get to that in the future. But what I'm going to be showing you off here is what I've already got, what we're going to, and we'll be doing videos on every part explaining you how I did it, and hopefully you guys can help me figure out how I can do it better, or I can give you guys an idea how to do your part. So this is the control setup we've got right now, and I'll show you the mechanical part in a bit. First off, we got a Phoenix 220 volts AC to 24 volts DC transformer here, which powers the board and the motor controllers, which we use for the CNC. These solid state relays used to switch the spindle, but we're going to change those out so they can also switch the heater and the heated bed as well. This itself is a CNC USB MK2 controller. It's capable of controlling up to 9 axes. All I've found it's not capable yet is having a display connected to it, which is kind of a bummer, and I might even switch it out later down the line to an MK3, which is capable of having a display. We've got a couple of circuit breakers here, and of course, let me move the camera here. We've got our 3 controllers. These control the 3 axes, which we're going to have to add another controller for to control the flow of filament into the extruder head itself. And for that we'll probably use one of those small print board controllers. So what we have right here is the mechanical part of the CNC, which we'll be using as our 3D printer starting basis. And I know it kind of looks like a mess because I already took quite a bit apart. I couldn't wait and I was impatient again. So we have that axis is completely functional. It just was pulled on one side with one motor. I think it's about 1 Newton-meter motor, so it's more than strong enough, and there's completely no jiggle in this thing. It is robust. I can actually just pull on one side and completely move the whole bed in one direction. It will not move. There's no wiggle in it, anything, so that's really good. But again, it's complete overkill for a 3D printer, but I still want to use this thing as a CNC if I want to. But this is the biggest problem I have right now. This is the height axis, and it is way too small. I mean, if I put the bed on it, which these are the guides that go into the rails, they have like these little bearings that go into this slot here, and they ride onto the rods, and on here is the clamp that clamps onto the ball bearing, you call it cushion, that goes around onto the threaded rod. Now the big problem with this one is it's too small. If I connect the whole thing up to it, I can only get like 6 centimeters of movement up and down out of it, which is, it's okay, you can print with it, but it's not enough. I want to get at least about 13, 14 centimeters out of this. I really would like it if I can get up to 20 centimeters of height out of this machine. So I hope this gives you guys a little bit of an insight of what I want to do with the machine itself. Now I've got a couple more parts which I haven't shown you yet. Like I've got these heat sinks here, I've got one more, and I've also got a couple heater blocks. And I will show you these next video, when I'm a bit more used to doing all this and can make a better video for you guys, because I don't want to show off some parts which you guys will be able to use and then them being in a crappy video. So I hope you guys like this video. Please just comment and rate it and tell me what I can do better. Tell me what you guys think and what you want to see next time. If you like a specific question about a heatsink or anything, and I'll try and do my best to answer them in the next video. So hope to see you guys next time, and do not forget, check out Warnicle's Nergasm channel. Awesome guy, and he's the one who got me into stuff, so check him out.